The Washington Commanders survive in New England 21-17. What is going on, everybody? Trevor Billa coming at you with a late, very late post-game reaction to the Commanders win against the New England Patriots 20-17. What a win it was for the Commanders. I mean, backs against the wall, they're 3-5. And going into this game, obviously, Patriots were the inferior team, even though it's crazy to say when we're always playing down our competition. 20-17, as always, it's always an ugly win for this team, Ron Rivera and company. But you got to give credit where credit is due. Eric Bieniemy, Ron Rivera, and Coach Jack Del Rio coached up a pretty good game plan to beat the New England Patriots. Starting off, I think it was 10-0. Brian Robinson had a nice touchdown. Going into the game, we didn't have Curtis Samuel, so that was a weapon. But Jahan Dotson stepped up and on a beautiful throw down 10-17, Sam Howell, 30 yards out, puts it elite ball placement to Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson is finally back. For all the haters saying, "Where is this man?" I was one of them. I wasn't saying that he was a bust, but I was saying like eventually he has to do something. And last week was a great game. This week a touchdown. So back-to-back weeks with a touchdown. Jahan Dotson, you are that guy. First round pick for a reason. And overall, I guess you could say that this game should have been a blowout from the Commanders. They should have blew up the New England Patriots by 20 when they were up 20-0, but then Brian Robinson fumbled in our own territory, and I think that was Brian Robinson's first fumble as a Commander, so it's pretty crazy. The defender hit him from behind. I mean, you lose it, and then Hunter Henry just scored over Khalil Hudson. Just great throw by Mac Jones, made it 10-7. Ramondre Stevenson run, that was inexcusable. A 7-yard run, 68-yard run. I think Jamin Davis got an earful from Jack Del Rio. That was kind of his fault. Missed a tackle or took the wrong angle. So we were down 10-14. And then New England 10-17. Then we tied up with Jahan Dotson touchdown. And then eventually got a field goal and the defense held. Shout out to our rookie class. This was definitely their best game overall, as everyone had made a play in this game. Started out with Emmanuel Forbes, our first round pick. For as much hate as you've been getting, clowning him, making fun of him, the size and all, he had a great game today. Past breakups, I think multiple. Although it's against New England Patriots and they have XFL wide receivers, Kendrick Bourne wasn't even playing. It was a guy named Douglas and Juju Smith-Schuster and Hunter Henry and all of them. It wasn't really an elite group compared to like when we play against like AJ Brown or CeeDee Lamb and like Jalen Hyatt, for example, in the NFC East division. But nonetheless, you got to give credit where credit is due. Emmanuel Forbes had a pretty great game, 92 PFF grade. And Quan Martin had the game-sealing interception. I think it was a pass breakup. It was a pass breakup by Kendall Fuller, and Quan Martin got the interception. So it was good to see that, man. I mean, seeing the rookie make plays. I mean, who knows down the line this could start something and eventually go on a run where they just keep making plays. And the rookies, but they got to learn. Chris Rodriguez had a nice special teams tackle on a punt. Like it was at New England's own 5-yard line, so that was great to see. KJ Henry should have had a strip sack, and that's just what I wanted to talk about. The referees, NFL referees, bro. I don't know what is it in today's day and age, but they have just been so god awful, bro. They called a roughing the passer on KJ Henry when all he did was just sack Mac Jones. It was perfect, textbook and all. I guess you could throw a penalty because NFL refs expect edge rushers to put a blanket down and put a pillow down and a blanket down and make sure the quarterback is a sack nice and proper. Like, come on, dude, that was embarrassing. I don't know how an NFL ref like they generally should be investigated for something like that. A lot of fans were upset. It was a strip sack that eventually it could have cost the game if the Commanders didn't win this game because that was going to be our ball. Who knows if we could have drove down the field, but NFL refs need to do better. But that was a great job by KJ Henry. Shout out to both defensive ends. Now that Chase Young and Montez Sweat gone, Casey Toohill and James Smith-Williams, they stepped up. But I think our pass rush just so. I guess we talk about some negatives. Was so bad today. I mean, I think we had like 0 sacks, maybe 1. I don't remember, but a lot of people were saying that losing Chase and Montez weren't going to be that much of a drop off, but today was one example. The New England Patriots don't have a crazy great offensive line. But again, we'll see. We expect guys to make plays like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne getting paid that much money. Jamin Davis, outside of that one miscue, had a pretty good game. He was guarding Stevenson one-on-one on the wheel route. It was a 3rd down. And it was a little underthrown by Mac Jones, but Jamin Davis knocked it down or batted it away. Or like tipped it or something. It was something. But nonetheless, Jamin Davis, shout out to him. Just the young guys making plays. We love to see it because, again, this could be the start of something down the road where it's like, oh, this is where they started to play good. I'm gonna talk about number 14, Sam Howell, my man from UNC. Guys, I mean, every week it's, oh, is he the guy? Is he not the guy? We have to move on. We have to get a new guy. We have to draft someone. Sam Howell is the man. Today's game was just, it wasn't great, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was so many instances where like, man, if Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Mahomes did that type of play, they would be all over ESPN. For example, it was I think second or third down. Howell just evades the rush, goes to the right, and just throws it across the field. Which honestly, I think me and like other fans, anyone else who was watching the game, thought that was going to be a pick six, but somehow found Byron Pringle, and he almost ran into Logan Thomas. But Byron Pringle got it, took it, I think, 15, 20 yards. So that was pretty crazy to see. Just a heads up play by Sam. I don't know if that's something that he should always be doing, like throwing it across the field, because I think it's quarterback one-on-one. You just don't do that because that's eventually going to be an interception. But that was a great play. The Don to Jahan Dotson. I mean, oh my goodness, bro. That was elite ball placement. Can't say much else. I mean, again, guys, considering the fact that he is technically a rookie, hasn't played a full season. This is his first full season. Played one game last year. So that was a great play by him. He was throwing the ball. He was spreading the ball around. I mean, Logan Thomas, De'Ami Brown was getting involved. Byron Pringle, like I said, Terry McLaurin. I think it was one ball where down the sideline, Terry had a nice catch on the third down. And then just a slant or a post to McLaurin, and McLaurin just took it for 40 yards. So somehow, the sacks, obviously, I will say the offensive line has done better. I think it was 3 sacks before, so not crazy bad. Again, some of it might be on Sam, but again, he is still learning. He is still young. But the arm talent is there, man. It really is. I generally, and I think he's like what, top 5 in passing yards. I know that's not a great thing because probably means we're like being or most of the games that we play we're down and we're just trying to, it's garbage time. But again, it's a great stat to see. I still think Sam is that guy. I've been saying it since day one. He has the tangibles to be a quarterback in this league, QB1. Just got to be able to get him a better offensive line. I wish the offensive line played better today, and they've been playing better the last 2 games. I think only gave up, I think, 1 or 2 sacks against the Eagles and 2 or 3 against the Patriots. So again, you love to see it, Sam. I think he played the part, man. I think he's that guy, and we'll see. We just got to make sure that he has to. The big mistake was the interception before halftime in the red zone. It was a 5-yard line. I mean, you just can't make that throw, Sam. I don't know what he was looking at, but again, he is young and he'll learn. He'll learn. But it was a dub, 20-17. I think the last time we beat the New England Patriots was like 2003. The last time we beat them in New England was 1996. So again, it's great to see that. It's crazy, a day and age where the Patriots are just not that good anymore. Who knew? I mean, the dynasty is finally over. Thank God for that. But with all that being said, the Commanders are now 4-5. They play the Seattle Seahawks next week. The Seahawks got blown out by the Baltimore Ravens, so this is a winnable game. We'll see. Playing with the 12th man, as what they call it over there. Seattle. It's going to be rough, but if we somehow pull up that win, we're going to be 5-5. That'll be the start of a Mickey Mouse Ron Rivera win streak. Who knows? It's always happens with the Ron Rivera tenure that we've seen, but a win's a win. As much as I want the team to get a draft pick, you don't want your team to lose. It's just weird to root for because why the hell are you watching the game? But yeah, left hand up. Commanders are 4-5. Sam Howell is that dude. Jahan Dotson is finally back. Emmanuel Forbes had a great game. Who knows? Playoff spot? Probably not. We'll see. All right, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And we're out. Peace.